All right, so happy Monday. We're back at it. It is February the 8th in the year of our Lord 2021. Good morning, Ken. Nice always looking at the little jellyfish in the background there. Dimitri, hope you have a great day. There's our friend Matt Jollywally. And Dwayne is with us. James is with us. Craig with us. So got a full house going this morning. So y'all remember my family? We've had a rough night, y'all. It was I was playing Rod Stewart because my father-in-law always liked Rod Stewart, and so we got the call 3 o'clock in the morning for the family to come up to the hospital, and my father-in-law has been in the hospital for the last couple of weeks, and he passed away at about 3 o'clock in the morning. So it's kind of been a rough night here, and Beth lost her mother in 2018, and so now she's lost her daddy here in 2021. So much death, y'all, going around. One of my good friends, we talked about last week, had passed away, Jimmy Taubert, and I know so many people with COVID and all kinds of stuff. His was not COVID related, but it's just, I'll just say it. I think he kind of grieved himself ever since Beth's mama passed away. So it's just kind of a tough day for everybody. But anyway, we remember the good times, don't we? That's what we try to do. So welcome in, and good to see everybody today. So let's see what we got going on in the chat here. Make sure I don't miss any. Matt, sorry to hear that. I appreciate that, Matt, a lot. It's just, God, y'all, it's just this last year and this year is just, we take so much for granted, I don't know. We bought this house, new house, and he lives probably half a mile from us, y'all. And we've been here, I guess, going on 2 years this summer, and her daddy never came to see the house. I was like, looks like he'd want to come, but I think he was just grieving himself to death from the loss of Beth's mama, and he never came over here. Didn't come here on Thanksgiving. Didn't come here on Christmas. Anyway, with all the life's problems that you and I have to deal with, trading is nothing, right? Trading is, this is the simple stuff. It's the other stuff that you and I have to go through that really, really gets us. So let's see what our markets are doing today as I watch the FedEx van go down the dirt road to the neighbor's house. You always got to keep an eye on your neighbors. Make sure ain't nobody going over there to steal their horses or the camels or whatever animals they got over there. My eyesight's so bad. I know they're big. All right, so here we go with the E-minis. We are up today, y'all. 12.5 points. I brought up in the chat this morning. Let's see if we can see it on the green monster. If it'll pull up the stinking green monster. Yeah, look at this. It's amazing, right? So we drew the green monster a couple days ago, projecting it for February. And it's amazing that we are now in the overbought area, right? So this is overbought. Here's fair value. And it's clearly an overbought area. But look, our zero line is the 3900 line. So in those big 100 chunks, right, you will a lot of times see the market tap the 3900, go above, and then pull off, right? And that's exactly what you're seeing today. And it wouldn't surprise me to see it go back up there again later today and pull back. And will it close above 3900 today? Probably not, right? It's just one of those things. It takes a few times for the market to test that high and to, but I would think within, 2-3 days, we're going to close above the 3900. Now, if we're looking at our little volume profile, it would not surprise us at all if we were to see a pullback. Oh man, that's a big old arrow. Let me make it smaller. Wouldn't surprise us to see a pullback. I'm trying to use all my little tools I got. Wouldn't surprise us to see a pullback to this area, right? Which is the point of control where the most volume has traded in the last 10 days, which incidentally is the 50% line on the big green monster. I mean, it's amazing you look at this stuff and go, how many times this lines up, right? So we are overbought, looking for a pullback into maybe this area. But there's no doubt, y'all, this market may go sideways or down the next couple of days, but it's going to eventually pop above that 3,900, and we'll see a close above 3,900. And then where we're going? Well, y'all know exactly where we're going. We're going to 4,000. How do you know that, Bobby? Well, I don't. I'm just a little old forecaster. Let's see if we can find it in our... Hey, who got in on the CLOV trade? I tried to get in on Friday, but I did not make it. On the Clover or whatever it was. Clover trade. Let's see if I can pull this up. ES. And don't just hit enter, because you'll bring up escorts. And then if your wife is behind you on the computer, she says, what you looking at? It's that nasty stuff. And you say, honey, I promise it ain't me. All right, so here we go. So you be looking at the nasty stuff. How come my thing's not? There we go. So what's the S&P 500 doing? Exactly what we thought it would do, right? Up, down, up, in the middle, down, up. I mean, it's incredible, y'all. And here's where we're going. You see it. It's on the regression channel, right? Not going to surprise us at all for us to hit this 4,000, right? Now, we could project when it's going to do it. Y'all want to play a little bit of projection? Let's do something here. And again, I don't know what I'm doing. Don't listen to me. I'm sitting in my underwear right now. Look at my hair. It's atrocious. My cousin on Facebook said, Bobby, me and my other cousin, we're afraid that you are a pothead, that you're, those hemp gummies have really got to you. And I'm like, no, I promise. And then I was telling her about, that I'm in here with y'all every day. And I said, they think I'm a raging alcoholic, which I'm not. All right, so if I'm just looking here, I'm drawing little supports and there's little resistance here and all kinds of stuff. I'm just looking here at what I'm thinking. I see kind of little stuff right there. So then if I go and I draw me another line. Now again, what am I doing right now? I really don't know. I hadn't taken any medications today. I am winging it, baby. I'm just kind of looking here. If I could see when that's going to get to 4,000. I like putting these out here because remember we were right on it on the, let's see, we probably won't say. Now how am I going to find out when or how? Well, what we'll do now is pull this down a little bit, right? And we'll figure out that 4,000 there, that's kind of our move, right? Where is it on that point in time? Well, let's see if we go out, keep that straight. Y'all see what I'm doing? I'm projecting of when we're going to hit the 4,000. Let's draw that out. Draw that out. Draw that out. To where it just kind of taps up there. So, I could see it. I mean, sooner than later, baby. Sooner than later. Would it surprise me if it pops along in this place up to here by February the, 23rd? What is that date? February the 21st, 22nd, 23rd? Isn't that cool? Let's see. Ken said, I did up on trade a few bucks. You talking about the Clover trade, right? Who gave us the Clover idea? That was a really, really good, Sweet Bobby Criterion trade. But I can't remember who did that one for us. But I had an order working, but it didn't get filled. Okay, so here's where we are in the E-minis. So now let's look at our total account. First thing I need to do, though, is, y'all bear with me, because I posted a trade earlier today. You remember old Goldman Sachs, baby. Goldman Sachs. Let's go to the Analyze tab. My Goldman Sachs trade was working against me again today. We didn't roll it, even though it was 21 days, because we didn't want to mess up our little good statistics we had going for last week. But I can put it at the beginning of this week, and then we'll recover from it. So I rolled the trade out in time. So now look at it. It looks kind of good, doesn't it, to me? Here's where the price is. We're already crossed that break even. And here's the break even for the expiration on February the 27th. Let's look here. So we're still going to be up $641 if price were to stay here on that trade. So I feel really good about that, about rolling it up. But I do need to record that roll. So if y'all will bear with me for a second. And let's get that trade tagged. Can't imagine. I talk about it all the time. The people that don't log their trades. I mean, it would drive me nuts. So I got to know how these things are doing, right? So we closed both of the Goldman Sachs legs. And I did that as one trade. And I wish I hadn't, because it takes me a while to figure out how to close them here. Okay, so y'all just bear with me. Bear with me. Let me open it up here. Look at my face. I hate this. I love the thumb thing better, right? But this face recognition on Apple is just terrible. All right, so my orders for the day is I rolled. So, similar order. We did, I got filled for 86, didn't I? 86 cents. Let's see if this makes sense. So, I closed that old evil call. Where's my call at? Call. That's it. 292.5 call. All right, so I closed that for, gosh, it's 12.10 now. Thank goodness I closed it for 10.44. How does Daddy do it, y'all? Sweet Bobby knows what he's doing, y'all. I really don't. All right, so I closed it for 10.44. Whoa! I'm going to take this out, because that takes up my precious resources on my computer, which apparently is not that good anyway. So I lost $630 on that. Oh, man, does that hurt. Oh, geez. All right, so we go in there, we put that on. I hate showing red. To 821. Click out of that, and we were down $630.10. What close was that? I should put a, hey, moron, trade management on there, but I'll just put other. So we'll make this red. This entire, so we lost 630 there. Make it red. I feel like that guy on PBS with the funny hair that used to do all the drawings with the trees and stuff. Oh, let's make us a little tree. All right, so then we closed the, oh man, I didn't come back far enough, did I? That's all right. I won't neglect you here. All right, that's red. So now we're going to go and close our put. And what did we close our put for? We closed it for $2.05. And it's $1.87 now. So I didn't do too good there. So 2.05. And we'll take out the option name. 2.05. There we go. So we made $128 on that one. How about that? So that offsets the $600 that we lost on the other one. So we closed on it to 821. And that was a, what was that? We got 40%, right? No, what was our profit percent on that? Where's it show? Where's it show? Oh, well. I don't remember how much profit it was. And I don't know where it showed me. I'll put it at a 40% profit close. That's just some stats I keep. Oh, and y'all forgot to let me remind me to show you that if crap hits the fan scenario yesterday or on Friday, which I really need to show y'all. All right, so that looks like a green trade, right? And then we can go to our weekly premium tab, which tells us the story of the week. Oh man, we made $1,100 last week, but this week we are stinking. Gah! Down $501.20. All right, and that brought all of our numbers down over here. We know that. Blah, da, 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 da. Again, we monitor this. This is for fun. This is normalized. We're 1 month in, right? So we are still early, and that is a roll. So we rolled this puppy out. So I got to enter my new nice Goldman Sachs trades in that we put on. So I track it on separately. So we did a GS put, Johnny 1 lot. And let's see, that is, I sold the put at 328, I suppose. Wait a minute, wrong place. We sold the, what put was it? Let's go grab it. Grab it. Trade. I know what y'all thinking. Bobby, can I really trade 10 minutes a day? You really can. You just don't need to talk to yourself like I do. So now we're 25 days out. Let's capture that put. Here she is. So right click, copy, and we did the 280 put. So I didn't roll my put up or down, right? I just rolled the same exact put. So let's put the 280 put into our spreadsheet. 280 put, Control V for vinegar, and short put. What's the delta of that one? I will put that delta in. That's about a 22 delta. 22 deltas. And that trade has, how many days on it? Not a lot. 25 days. And we entered, and the good thing about rolling, y'all, this takes care of some of my premium selling too, right? That's the great thing. So what's this? Let me show you that too. I should be selling, how much premium today? Let's go to our weekly premium. We should be selling, scroll up, $381 today, right? Now it says day complete. I got to fix that. But you know what it means. It means that you hadn't done anything today, right? So I got to at least start the game to sell my 381 today. So let's go back to the equities. And I took in a credit of, so I had to sell 381. So I sold this one for 328. Sold the put for 328 and brought in a nice rocking premium of 327.45. So I brought in more premium, y'all, than it took to close the Goldman Sachs trade here, right? So I closed that there, and I'm bringing in more credits, and I'm giving myself more time in the trade. That's all we're doing. So then when I go to weekly premium, check this out. Wow, I took in enough. I sold $327 there, so I only got $53.80 to go for the rest of the day. Isn't that cool? Well, we got that taken care of. What's this? So now we'll go back and let's go grab the call. Look at there. She's in the money, baby. I look like Mike Butler from Tasty Trade. I look like his account. It kills me. All his positions are in the money. I'm like, it just would freak me out so bad. So I'm going to copy this. So that's the $295 trade. Now here's the cool thing, y'all. Watch what I did. I had the $292.50 call, so I rolled it out $2.50 to the $295 call. Now that took a debit to do, right? But the overall roll from the last week's expiration to this forward week expiration gave me an 86-cent credit, right? So let's go and put that one in. So I don't mind making a position a little safer. Tasty Trade says don't roll the don't roll the tested side, but I did. Did y'all see Dr. Jim this morning? He was on there and he was talking about rolling the tested side. And if I could not have collected a credit on the overall roll, I would not have done that, right? But I did. I collected $86 on the roll, so everybody is fine. So we go to the equities tab, Goldman Sachs, GS, 1, and We sold the 295, I believe it was. Call. Control victory. Short call. What delta was that? It was around, it's in the money, so it's a 55. But do you see how you don't panic? You don't panic. I'm in the money. It's no big deal. You just roll out. We entered that on 2/8/21. Now what's this big old credit? We got, because we're in the money on that thing and close, we got 1081. Look at Daddy at the job site. Brought in $1,080 of credit on that particular trade. But what did we do when we closed this? Well, maybe we did get a little credit on that. This is Goldman Sachs, right? It took us, what, $1,044 to close that one, but we were able to open it $2.50 higher for $1,080. So we did collect a credit on that one. But anyway, the overall roll was an $86 credit. So then when you go to your weekly premium, you go, dude, we are complete now, baby, because we sold $1,408 worth of premium all in stinking Goldman Sachs. All right? So we're looking really good. So now we go to that point where we start putting in our net lick. Make sure you know what page we're on. Net lick is, let's see, net lick is 49. Where's my date? Where's my date? 2. There we go. 2/8/21. 49. I was hoping to go over 50,000 this week. Hopefully we will. We'll see. 49,104.44, which means we went down. $77.12. Dang it. That's okay. We don't get worried, right? So then we're going to go and do our Greeks and ratios. See what those might be. Come on, baby. Everything seems so slow today. All right, here we go. What's our deltas? All right, they were -64. The market's up, and we did make a change in the Goldman trade. So let's say it's -78.80. Is anyone surprised by that? That's one of the weirdest things, right? It's like you never get used to it. I still never get used to it. So I was negative delta. The market goes up, it makes you have even more negative delta. All right? And you start learning these things as you go. You start, managing your portfolio by the Greeks. So what is our sweet theta? 88.05. Man, I love it. But I'm down from what I was. 88.05, okay? Vega is -284.62. $284.62. So we're about the same as we were Friday. Now, here's where I get in trouble again. What's my buying power usage? Here's where I get the slap on the wrist. Buying power, I'm using, not too bad. 19.885. How about that? Moves around a lot, doesn't it? So my buying power even went down. All right, and I am using, how much buying power? 40%. Where should I be? Well, it all depends on what that old VIX is doing. And the VIX is at, today, let's see, VIX running around 21.63. So I should be using 35% of my buying power. No problem there. Now let's go into the evaluation stage. And this is where you guys, I hope it's becoming a little clearer to you. So I'm good as far as theta. So I need that to be 0.10 to 1%, and it is 0.18%. So I'm good. Now, I'm using a little more buying power than I need to, so I could trim that by taking some trades off, right? And Oh my gosh. Is this for real? The first adjustment that it's saying that we need? Hold on a second. It's almost like a unicorn. Hold on. What's my password? All right. It's like a unicorn, y'all. It's saying, hey, you need 3 positive spy-weighted deltas. Dude, you are too short. How about that? I love that. Make sure I put everything in right. Yep, negative 710. So my portfolio said I am too short. I am too short. Well, how do you take care of that? Well, if you're taking, you take off puts, right? You take off some short puts. No. You take off some calls, don't you? I got to think a minute. Yeah, you got to take off calls because I'm too short. Or I could take off some winning trades and just put on some more bullish trades, right? By selling some puts. So there's all different kind of ways we could do it. So first, why don't we go to our equities tab and see if anything's screaming at us to close. Man, come on, feel the noise. The riot trade, y'all. Look at there. Close. It's up 30%. It's up 40%. It's up over 50%. You are a machine, Bobby. And it even says it's a tasty trade optimum close. Close it. Well, what is it? It's a short put. So that's going to even get me shorter deltas, y'all. But since my spreadsheet is screaming to me and I'm over in my buying power, how much buying power am I taking from Riot? $429 there. Up 52 bucks on the day. I'm going to close that baby. Create closing trade. Here we go. I'm going to try 45 because I am stingy. I'm greedy. Did it feel? Yeah, look at there. Always try it, y'all. Don't go in for that mid. Go in for the lower price because when you're buying it back, you want to buy it back lower. So if we go in here now and we say that we bought Riot back for 45. Look at there, y'all. Oh, man. That's even better than what it thought it was. So take this out because that slows us down. And we made 62% on that trade after commissions. How does Daddy do it? And that's going to offset some of our losses we took today. 2, 8, 21. And we'll call that a 50% winner. How about that? Call that a 50% winner. And this is all you do, y'all. It's day in, day out. You managing your little trades, managing your whole portfolio. So let's look at this. Oh, man, what's going on? Drag it across. Let's make it green. My favorite part of the day is I love the green. Riot is green. Now, let's go to our weekly premium and see how we're doing, baby. Remember when we were down look at there. We're only down $427 now during this week. Now, that is sweet. All right, so what do we do now? Anything else screaming at me to close on my equities page? I don't even have on my big time silver futures trade, do I? Nope. Anything else screaming? What kind of signals am I getting over here? I'm getting a 30% signal. I am getting a tasty trade optimum close. I'm up 28% on this one. How much profit do I have? $20.90. Man, that wouldn't take my family to McDonald's. Do I want to close that? What is that? That's XLE, isn't it? You know? And that's closing another put. So you got to start thinking about these things. If I close in another put, it's probably got some correlation to the S&P 500. Close a put gives me even more short deltas. So now, a while ago, our short deltas were, and I hope this little piece of the puzzle is coming together for y'all. When this starts clicking, I mean, you know, I sat like a zombie, man, watching Tasty Trade videos for however god-awful many years I watched them, and I still love them, by the way. I watched them, and this stuff didn't click. But when you started recording this and doing your trades, you go, oh, man, yeah, this makes sense. So here, my deltas were negative 77, but I got rid of a put, didn't I? So now I should be even more short deltas, and I am. Negative 80, y'all. So if I put that in, it's going to say, Bobby, you're really stinking now. You're way too short. So if I put in negative 80, let's see what it says over here. It says, hey, buckaroo, you need to buy 6 shares of the SPY. And I could buy 6 shares of the SPY, and it would now say no adjustment. But we don't really buy, we don't actually buy shares, right? We trade in options most of the time. All right, so let's see if there's anything in our micros that are screaming for us to close. Now, first of all, let's see here. Remember, my overall portfolio is too short. I am too short. So I need positive delta. So it would be good if I could close some calls. But let's see how the deltas are in that. Remember, entire portfolio, negative deltas. Well, how are my micros, which is my core trade? You hear me talk about the core trade, right? They're negative deltas. It would suit me just fine if that was zero deltas, and this was negative, right? So how do you do that? Is there anything in here that's a call that's even profitable at all? Well, yeah, there's one that's up $6.25. Here's one that's up, what is it, $3.75? Not a lot, friend, not a lot. And then these all are down, right? Oh, we're down 71% on that one. That's okay. We're fine. So, literally, I could take $6.25 right here and close a call and, get my Greeks better into line. But, that's got 39 days on it. And I promise you, a day is coming when we're going to have a down day, and I'll probably want to use that call, right? I probably want it to offset what I've already got there. So if we want to make this positive and we want to make this positive, what's my move, guys? What was I reading? Something that Benjamin Franklin said, if you read something or tell me how to do something, I might not do it. If you show me how to do something, you might not do it. But if I do it myself, then I'll learn it. So what am I doing, guys? What is the trade on my core strategy? Anybody? I'm going to sell anybody want to take it? Am I selling calls? No, because selling calls give me negative deltas. I need positive deltas, so I'm going to sell me a put. Where are you going to sell a put at? I'm going to go here to, not in Riot, I'm going to go to the micro E-minis. I'm going to get me a little premium selling done here to bring my deltas back in line a little bit. Now remember, and I always use this, you hear this a lot. Rome wasn't built in a day. Hey, my battleship may be just a little bit out of line. I've got more short deltas than I need, but I'm fine with that. I'm going to just do something to get me a little closer. So I'll go out 51 days in time. Don't have to make the whole adjustment. And I'm going to sell me a 15 delta put. There it is, 15.26. 28.25. I'm going to try to get 28.50 out of it. See if I can. I'm going to right click on this because I know I'm going to sell one here. Copy. That ain't filling. Remember, negative 81.63. So let's go here. Let's get it filled. Cancel replace at 28.25. And we will get filled there. 28.25, going once, going twice. Look at there, y'all. It's using $1.25 in buying power. That's how short I am in my deltas. Isn't that cool? So I'm using no buying power to do that. Boom, 28.25. Here we go. Let's record her. First of all, let's see what that did to our deltas. Y'all, we went from 81 to 75. You see how easy that is? Isn't that great? This went from negative 11 deltas on the micros to negative 5. That is what we call a beautiful. Did y'all watch the football game yesterday? I watched very little of it. I mean, very little of it. Because Beth was in there and we wanted to watch Orange is the New Black. Which, incidentally, Piper, what's her last name? Piper, daggett, her last name, y'all. Piper. What is her last name in Orange is the New Black? I'm sure none of y'all watched that. But anyway, she is, her birthday on the show, now not her, the real character, but her birthday on the show is June the 7th. And when that come up, I go, that's my birthday. My birthday's June the 7th. So me and Piper Chapman, there it is. Piper Chapman and I have the same birthday. I just thought that was cool. All right, so we got one there. We sold the 34.50 put. Come on, 34.50 put. I think I copied that, didn't I? Yep. There we go. So that's a short put. And we did a 15 delta. And we did that out, what, 51 days. 2/8/21 is when we entered it. And y'all, look at there. We brought in 28.25, which brought us in a lush premium of $139. Y'all, I may have my whole week done. I won't have to do nothing else. Let's see, I am at 81% of my whole premium selling for the week, y'all. Look at that. I only got $356 to go. All right. Now, let's look at our other trades in the micros, because you could easily say, man, we got a lot of trades to close. Man, I could close all kind of stuff. Look at this. This puts at 59%. That's at 49%. That's at 41. That's at 43. But what happens? Here's where you got to say, am I looking at the forest or am I looking at the tree? If I close all these, it's just going to mess my deltas up, y'all. If I close all these winners right now, that's going to give me even more negative deltas, and my spreadsheet is going to scream at me even more than what it's already screaming at me. So, you could say, do I want to take one of them off? What's your highest one, Bobby? It's 60%. 60 thinking percent. And I'm going to sit here and I'm going to say, no, I don't think so. I just don't think so. I'm just going to let that go. Bobby, I thought you managed at 21 days or 50%. I do. But what we do is you and me, go even a step farther than what Tasty Trade does, and we start going, wait a minute, all this wonderful information that they give us about the Greeks, we actually apply that stuff, right? And I go, yeah, I just don't see me closing something that's going to even make me shorter than what I want to be. All right, so I don't think I'm going to close that. I think we're just going to leave that up. So now let's see what our deltas are again, and let's pump it in and see if our spreadsheet, negative 74.71. Let's see how bad our spreadsheet screams at us. Negative 74.71. Here we go, Greeks and ratios. Negative 74.71, and it'll still say, hey, you still need some extra long deltas. So what would I do? I could sell another put, y'all. I really could today, right? But Bobby, the market's up, and when the market's up, you're supposed to sell calls. I got you. Hey, listen, trust me. I know. Now look at there. I need one more positive stinking delta, and I would be right where I need to be. So I'm right there anyway, right? We are right where we need to be. We've sold all the premium that we need to sell for the day. I mean, this is good. Now, we did evaluate Clover the other day, Friday, after someone tossed that one out, and I can't remember who. So let's just look at it a minute. Clover. Never traded it in my life, y'all. This one's lower than what I normally do. I mean, it's what, 12.59? But look at this beautiful chart, y'all. This thing here was right here. This is where the volume has been the last 10 days. Look at this. The dang thing comes down here and says, wait a minute, we can't go down here because that would be oversold. So Bobby would get mad at us, so we need to come back into the fair value range, which it did. And look at where it just taps, y'all, the 50% line. How does it work? How does this thinking work? It's voodoo. The more you do this and the more you go, oh, it's really weird, y'all. And now it's popping back down here a little bit. So it's down again today, and it down what? 2.55%? Wow. Where do I think price will go? I think price will go probably back in that area. And it very well may tap that area right there. Or it could go down to this area right here, right, again. So we got all kind of little things here where it could go, but it wouldn't surprise me at all. While it's hanging out in this little area here in the fair value range, it is fairly priced. This is what the Green Monster said. It is a fairly priced stock based on the charts. So now let's go look at it in our linear regression channel. See what she looks like. Clover. I don't know what Clover's thinking. Here we go. What am I doing wrong? Oh man, look at this. Okay, here we go. Clover. CLOV. Clover. Look at all these lines I've been drawing. Don't look at them because I don't know what I'm doing. But we do know that we're in an up channel, right? And we did kind of see that there's a little triangle forming here. Wouldn't surprise me if we had a little block out here and move up back into this area. You know, and it's a down day. That's when you sell it. Now, I always would like to go to here and see when we've got earnings or when we've got anything coming up. Let's see what we've got here. I don't see any earnings listed. I don't see anything. So if you go to the 39 days and you sell the 10, it's at 1262 now. If you were to sell the 10 put, then that would be a 66% probability of profit. Bring in some nice extrinsic value. Probability of hitting 50% is 78. Are you kidding me? Brings in positive deltas, and it gives you $2.29 of theta per day, and it takes $305 of buying power. But let's look at it in my account because the buying power is based on the positions that you sometimes already have on, right? So if we were to trade Clover, what's that song? Crimson and Clover, over and over. Who sings that? Apparently not me because I didn't do a good job on it. But anyway, let's say if we were to sell that 10 put, bring in $1.05. It's using $100 worth of buying power, y'all. I can bring in $104 for $100 of buying power. Well, let's go to the soon-to-be Nobel Peace Prize and bring in, what was it, 104.45, the Sweet Bobby Criterion. The buying power necessary to put on that trade would be 100.55. 100.55. How many days to expiration? I believe it was 39. Let's check it out. That is a 103% raw return. It is a 972% annualized return. And if we're going to keep 25% of that, that's a 243% return. Is it a good trade? Yes. And the crowd went wild as Sweet Bobby walked across the stage to accept his Nobel Peace Prize, or for Nobel Prize for Economics, sorry, not Peace Prize. Of course, I am a lover, not a fighter, and I could get that too. So let's route that. Come on, baby. Sold for $1.07. That's even better than what we thought. So, and I don't even know what Clover is. Clover Health Investments. Look at us. We could go bankrupt tomorrow. But y'all, if we did, I mean, I don't have really a lot of risk, do I? I mean, what's the maximum loss on the trade? You know what that is. It's, where does it say? Maximum loss, $895, which means it's the $1,000 here, right? 10 times 100 is 1,000, less the credit that you receive of 105, means your maximum loss, if we bankrupt tomorrow, and it could, I don't know, is $895. Is that a risk that I will take when I'm getting this potential return? Oh yeah, I'll take that day every day, right? Every stinking day. So let's go put her into the spreadsheet. I'm just a renegade, y'all. I'm selling when I don't need to be selling. So that is Clover, the first time I've ever traded that. Watch, there'll probably be news out that the thing's going bankrupt or something. That's fine. We got to live large, y'all. I just sold the 10 put. Oh man, I didn't copy my option. So we'll go trade. Let's see, where's he at? Clover. Copy anywhere in there, right? That'll help us to price it. And Control V for vaccination. That's a short put. I like selling me short puts. And that should bring me in some positive deltas too, right? So what delta was that? We sold that one. It was a 40 delta. So we'll go 40. Days to expiration is 39. Entered it on the 8th. And what was the price for that one? $1.07. And we brought in a sweet, sweet credit, y'all, of 106.45. And what did that do to our overall deltas? We were at negative 70 something, weren't we? So now we are at, yeah, we were at negative what, 70, I think I put it in there, 77 or so. Let's see, Greeks and ratios, we were at negative 74 last time we put it in. So by putting that trade on, that made us negative 74 as well. So it didn't give us a lot, but it's a small trade. Let's see, where's it at? Go, Clover, here it is, 0.76 delta. It's a baby, but it gives us a little positive delta, which our account says it needs. All right, look at that Apple trade, y'all. We're doing good on that. When did we put the Apple trade on? Is it not screaming to me to take it off? Let's see, go to commodities, not commodities, equities. Equities. Where's Apple? Where's my stinking Apple trade? No wonder I'm not closing it. Oh my gosh, y'all. Do y'all see Apple or is it just me? Apple. I've got an Apple trade that's not on my spreadsheet. Unbelievable. How did I let that go by? Jeez Louise. Well, I got to put it in. You find an error, you got to put it in, right? Apple. Johnny One Lot. Jeez, y'all. Well, this is good. Let's see. Let's find Apple. Apple. Oh, here it is. Copy. We've got the 117.5 puts. Man, how embarrassing. 117.5 puts. Control V for Villanova. Short put. I don't know what it was when I sold it. I'll just say it's a 15, I guess. And let's see, when did we? Let's see, I forget how to see how we did here. Monitor, count statement. We did 36 days by symbol. Let's see when we put our Apple trade on. 6 fills. Oh man. Let's see. By date. What's my date? 1423. Here it is. We sold an Apple put for $1.37 on 203. No wonder it's on my number, y'all. 203. I'll never remember all this. Okay, $1.37 on February 3rd. $1.37 on February 3rd. $1.37 on February 3rd. February 3rd, 21. $1.37 was the credit we received. And if there were 5 more days on it than there are today, so right now, how many days do we have on that? We've got 39 plus 5 is what, 44, I guess, when we had it on. Let's see if that works. Days to expiration was 44. So our current days to expiration should be 39. There it is, yeah. And it's saying, close it, baby, you got a 30% profit. Close it, baby, you got a 40% profit. And it's probably going to say, close it, baby, you've got a Tasty Trade Optimum close because you hadn't been in this trade but for 5 days. 5 stinking days. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? See, here's another thing. If I close a put in Apple, right, what does that do to my deltas? Well, that's going to give me giving up 4 deltas that are positive. I'm too negative as it is. So even though it says close it, and remember, what was my lesson from January? And I learn a lesson every month. I learn a lesson every day. You should be learning every day too, right? The lesson is let my runners run a little longer, right? Also, I don't like green trades ever going red. It's another little thing that I like throwing out there. But I think we're fine. I don't want to get rid of my positive deltas. Do y'all see how cool this is? You're managing a portfolio by the deltas, by the Greeks, by the buying power, and you're not looking so much at the individual trees. Bobby, you are a nutcase. One of your micro trades is down 80%. You moron, go in there and close it out. Why? Why would I do that? Well, it would give me some positive deltas, right? If I close a call in that. But then I go, I don't want to book that loss. Especially when I think, hey, the market is definitely probably going down. Let's look at one more. Because we brought this up in our chat today. Let's look at our friend DraftKings. Y'all remember when Matt got us into this thing? What's our earnings coming up? February the 26th. Today's the 8th. Oh, man. You got plenty of time in that puppy to sell a put, don't you? I could go out here to the 39-day, 77. It's down $1.65. Someone brought up that it's down right after the Super Bowl. Isn't that interesting? Yeah, but guess what we got coming up, y'all? We got some March Madness with the basketball coming up. Go Crimson Tide. You know we're going to be in it. So we're going to be tourney time, baby. So what I want to do, I probably want to go out, 39 days into that monthly cycle and sell me a put. Let's see if we do it. And y'all know what else we're going to do then, don't you? This is kind of cool. Let's do this. We got a few minutes. So let's go sell us a put. I need positive deltas anyway. So let's go out to our friend DraftKings. This was we were kind of following Baby Bat and Mike Butler, right? This is something we don't mind playing with all year long. So we're going to go out to 39 days. And I'm going to sell me what's the price of the stock? $61. Watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this 12 delta. No, heck, I'm going to go to the 50, y'all. That's where I'm going to 22 delta. 39 days out. I'm going to collect me $1.35. Now watch this. This is going to be so fun. We'll collect $1.35, right? Come on, baby, feel the crap. I want in this. $1.35. Let's go to $1.34. Let's get it filled. Oh, we got filled at $1.35. My order was rejected to change, so we got filled at $1.35. All right, check this out. Watch how fun this is. $1.35 divided by 2 is 67.5. Look, what's the price of the stock? The price of stock, y'all, we're going to buy. Remember, I don't get a live quote on stocks here, so I have to go to Tastyworks because I'm a stupid corporation. So the thing's traveling 62.24. So watch this. I could buy, just on the premium that I collected, I could buy not 100 shares. I could buy 2 shares, y'all. How does Daddy do it? Watch this. And what was the price? 62.25. Y'all, let's go here. 62.25. 62.25. See if we can get filled there. So we're going to buy 2 shares of stock. Look at there. No buying power effect at all. And here's what I love. 0 commissions, baby. May have to move that around a little bit. No big deal. What's the ask on that? Tastyworks. What is the ask? Bid ask. 62.26. There we go. Y'all, now, guess how many shares of DraftKings I ordered? So I'm selling That's kind of a neat thing, right? I'm selling puts in DraftKings, something that we're kind of bullish on a day that it's really down. So it's a great day to sell puts. And then I'm using the premium received to buy shares. And now I have 7 shares of DraftKings. And we've done that all since. I don't think we did any of that in December of last year. We did all of that in January of this year. So guess what's going to happen? Before long, we're going to have 100 shares of DraftKings. And what are we going to do? We're going to sell a covered call. We're going to sell a call against our 100 shares of DraftKings. Oh man, that's exciting. All right. So I'll record that trade. I won't go in and record it now, but I'll record it out there and share all of my trades for the day. And what did that do? DraftKings, I should have recorded the delta before. Selling a put, guess, I'm getting that delta down and down and down. Or up, I guess. I'm moving it up, right? It was negative 70 whatever, now it's negative 69 because I took on a little bit of positive deltas by selling that put there. I picked up 3.72 deltas selling that put. All right, questions or anything that you guys need me to look at for you, I'll be happy to do it. Anything at all? Matt, I hadn't heard your voice today. I normally hear your voice. How you doing today? What's going on?
In the office.
Oh, sounds like you're thrilled to be there.
It's not too bad.
Hey, how's fuel cell doing? You still working it? What's going on with it?
It is $24.99, I think.
Yeah, $24.99.
So
You still got a cover call
still,
on it?
I do.
Okay, good. Look at this, y'all. Look where fuel cell is. It is bumping our little green line there. What would I expect to see in fuel cell?
I'm sorry, it's 26 now.
Okay, check this out. What would I expect to see? At some point, to pull back to there. Isn't it weird how the green 50% line is the exact same as the point of control? Y'all, how does it work? I have no idea, but this is amazing. So it helps us to make our decisions on this. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much, and hope you all have a good rest of your day. I will see y'all tomorrow.